everyone, it's Max, and I am here to do the Unpopular Opinions book tag. So this was originally created by the Book Archer, and I will leave her video linked down below. So just a quick disclaimer, I don't like these books, but that doesn't mean that other people don't, and I'm not saying it's a bad series, I'm just saying it really wasn't for me. So if you don't like if you like these books and I don't like them, please don't leave hate comments down below. Everyone has their own opinions. So the first question is, a popular book I didn't enjoy. I did not like The Fault in Our Stars by John Green. I thought it was pretentious and the characters were so absolutely unrelatable. And not because they both have cancer, but because Augustus is just like, he thinks everything is a metaphor and he's trying to find everything to become a metaphor. And I just don't think that's realistic. And the same with just like Looking for Alaska, the characters are totally pretentious and unrealistic, and I just feel like I can't connect to any of them. So that's why I'm not a huge fan of that one. The next question is a book everyone hates but I like, and I chose the Vampire Academy series by Rochelle Mead. When I dig more into BookTube, I find more people enjoy it, but I still have, I've seen a lot of videos of people who really don't like the Vampire Academy series. I loved it. I read it. It was the first book series that I marathoned after Twilight. I read it all in a week, except The Last Sacrifice, because it hadn't come out yet. So I just loved that series. It was one a day, pretty much, at the beginning of, 6th grade, and it was just my favorite thing, and I still have a little bit of me that, when I see it, I'm just like, oh, you, because I just loved it so much. The next book is the next question is love triangle, when the character gets with the wrong guy. And so I chose, it's not really a love triangle because I don't think anyone else really saw it, but in Uprooted by Naomi Novik, I totally shipped Agnieszka with her best friend Cassia, but she got with the dragon, which is fine because the dragon's cool as well. But I don't know, I just feel like they were, more than friends, and I could totally see them being together, so I was a little bit disappointed, but it was never really, I don't think it was ever really mentioned in that context, that it was just kind of a little thing in my brain, and it wasn't actually could be a possibility. The next is a popular book genre I don't ever reach for, and I'm going to go with nonfiction. I really find nonfiction to be pretty boring. It's funny because right now I'm reading How to Win Friends and Influence People by Dale Carnegie, which is totally nonfiction, but it's really short, so I feel like it's okay, and I will be able to read that fast. I can't do memoirs. I don't care if they're funny or heart-wrenching. I don't like them. I find them boring. I find that there isn't much of a story there, and it's all just character development, which I need a plot. I need a real, something to drive it, and it's not just talking about different people and character development, because I just find those really boring. The next one is a popular character I don't like, and I know this one's going to get a lot of hate, and that is Cole from the Darkest Minds trilogy, specifically in The Afterlight. You don't meet Cole until Neverfade, which is the second book, but he's fine in the second one. In the third one, I so don't like him. If you want more description, you'll have to check out my Darkest Minds trilogy review, but I just think Ruby, the main character, got quite the hero complex in the third one, and I think he was the one to mainly spur it on. But also, he's really, really rude to Liam and Chubbs and all of her friends. He just thinks they're all incompetent, and I just really hated him as a character. He annoyed me. I hated reading about him. I hated Ruby being like, oh, Cole's so great. Cole understands what I'm going through. I can only talk to Cole. And I'm just like, he is a jerk, and I just hated him. Really didn't like him, and every time someone's like, I loved Cole, I'm just like, how did you like Cole? But I don't say anything because that would be really rude. The next, I did a popular author I didn't like, and I'm gonna have to say Laini Taylor. I tried to read Daughter of Smoke and Bone, but I just didn't like it. I thought I thought the world was really interesting and her writing is really nice, but I just thought it was so slow. It was such a long book, and the plot didn't go fast enough for me to really enjoy it and get into it, which was unfortunate because so many people love that trilogy, and she just came out with Strange the Dreamer, but I just can't get into it. I might try the second one later on, but at the moment, I'm not feeling it. I'm not into it. And the next is a popular book trope that you are sick of. As per usual, everyone hates love triangles. I hate love triangles as well. The only time a love triangle was done well was in The Infernal Devices by Cassandra Clare, and it was done so very well. But I think it's annoying because if a character likes two guys, it shows, or girls, whatever, it shows that this character, if it starts off with a first person and she's with them and everything, and then she goes for a second guy like in the second book, it shows that she wasn't really dedicated to her first relationship, and the character ends up just dragging on the love interest, and it's just a horrible situation for all of them, and it's just really annoying to read about because there's so much angst and, oh, I love him, but I love him, and it's just really annoying to read about. And another trope that I really don't like is forbidden love. It's so annoying because a lot of times in forbidden love, it means people are gonna die, people are gonna be sad, like all this stuff, and like no one ever really gets their way, and I just can't take it. It's just like, why do you make this so complicated for yourselves? Just be like, bye, and get someone else. Like, I mean, okay, there's more than one fish in the sea, people. Like, come on. I hate forbidden love. I hate it so much. But please. And the next is a popular book series I don't want to read. I don't want to read the rest of the Match trilogy. I read the first one, didn't really like it, and I've only heard bad things about the second and third one. Ali Condi, I read Atlantia by her, and I enjoyed it, but I don't know. I think it's the same with just, like, the plot was just so slow, and it just took forever to get on with it, and I just didn't really like the characters of Matched. You know, the main girl was kind of annoying, and the whole scheme, the whole plot was really, really awful and disturbed, and I just didn't want to read it, and I'm not a huge fan of dystopia anyway, so it really takes a good dystopian novel to pique my interest, and that one just didn't. And another series that I put down was the Wicked Lovely series by Melissa Marr. I remember when this came out, one of my best friends, she loved this series, and she tried to get me to read it, but I'm not really into fairies and everything, so no. And the last question is, what was a movie better than a book? Not very often is the movie better than the book, but I have to say The Hunger Games was really good. I could only read the first one because I hated the fact that they had to go back into the Hunger Games. I thought Susan Collins was just trying to think of a new plot, and even though I've watched the films and I love the films and I understand why she did it, I have no interest in reading the rest of the trilogy, and I really enjoyed the movies better than the books. Alright everyone, thanks for watching, and I'll see you later. Bye!